What's up YouTube, it's your boy Junior aka Semi here, bringing you another great video to the channel. And if this is your first time, you guys, I suggest, but I do mean highly suggest, you go ahead and click on the subscribe button, enable bell notifications so you guys get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. Because trust me guys, you never ever want to miss out. Alright, so today as you see, we're in my garage. And what does that mean? It's either something that has to do with cars. Alright, that's why we're in the garage. So and you see my hood is open, of course. So we're gonna work on my car, but that's not what I'm showing you today. I'm showing you a tool that every mechanic needs. And I found a little portable one that I like, and I'll show you an expensive one as well. And what I'm showing you today, guys, it's inside this box right here. This is the torque wrench set. You guys will say, what is a torque wrench? Okay, a torque wrench is exactly what it is. It's a wrench, but it lets you know how tight are you doing it. This is a Mako half drive torque wrench. And as you see, this is a pretty big wrench. And this is the only one that I have that's Mako, because this is the one that I mostly use for a lot of different things. But what's the purpose of this wrench compared to any other wrench? All right, on this wrench, I'm showing the Mako one, but I'm going to show you the new one that I got, the affordable one that you might want to pick up as an extra spare in your toolkit, which that's what I bring this one for. So this torque wrench tells you how much pressure you're putting per each bolt, lug nut, screw, whatever you're bolting down, that needs to be torqued down to spec. And what do I mean by torqued down by spec? All right, when you squeeze something tight, you don't want to over tighten it or leave it too loose. For two reasons. If you leave it too loose, not tight enough, eventually it's gonna get loose and you're gonna lose that bolt, and whatever's connected to that bolt is gonna malfunction, and we don't want that. Now, if you over torque it, you weaken the bolt or you break off the bolt. And trust me, if you're a mechanic, doesn't matter if you're an amateur mechanic or a professional mechanic, you have over torqued screws in your life and you're screwed. I've done it plenty of times on different things and that pisses me off. So that's why these things come in handy. Just to give you a brief rundown of what it looks like. Like I said, this is a half drive, as you can see, because of the half drive bit on the end of it. So this is what it is. So when you're doing this, using this, you have at the end of this, I'm going to show you, you have these numbers right here. These numbers tell you how much pressure you're putting on the bolt. Now, you're wondering, how's it going to tell me how much pressure I'm putting on the bolt? Because with this, it'll give you like a distinct sound to it. On these, there's manual ones that actually read the needle that tells you how much pounds it is. But this one, you can start squeezing until you hear it pop. You hear like a release pop, like if you crack your knuckles, that's what you hear once it hits that amount of pressure. That's why these are good. So this is a Mako one. This is a very expensive one, and this is the only one I have because, like I said, I only have a half drive. I don't have a quarter drive or even a 3/8 drive on it. So I add more to my collection. These right here are very expensive. Each one will cost you $100 and plus. This one I believe was $300. I can't remember, it was such a long time ago. Price changed since then. But most of my tools are Mako, so that's why I have this Mako torque wrench screw. But I'm gonna open up the new one and show you what the budget-friendly one is. Now for this one, and this torque, this is a whole set. This gives you a 3/8, the quarter, and the half drive torque wrench. This one is measured up to 160 pounds of torque, which is typically more than you need for any automotive vehicle. Now, if you're doing some heavy duty motor stuff, they might consider more pounds of pressure on each one of those. But for what I'm doing for my car here, I don't need more than, I believe I need one more than 160 pounds of torque. Now you're gonna ask, how do you know how much torque you need for each bolt? Every torque is different. The torque that you have for your wheels on your motors are two different ones. On my S2000, the torque specs for the wheel lug nuts 80 to 90 pounds of torque specs for the wheels, 80 to 90. And on the spark plugs, they're 80 pounds of torque. So as you can see, they're two different specs. And to find out which specs are for your vehicle, you have to refer to the repair manual, maintenance manual, and you have to find out information. Each car is different. Like my spark plugs on this motor is 18 pounds. On a different car could be 22. Another car could be 30. A motorcycle could be like, let's say 15. Every motor is different, so you have to read your manual for that. I can only speak on my car. I can't speak on any other car because I have the manual for my car and the torque specs for my car, and that's it. So if you want to find out what's the torque specs on your stuff, you got to find out your own. So let's open this up real quick and show you what's inside here. As you see, it's a pretty small box compared to my half drive. As you see, this is a lot smaller. So this is more portable and a hell of a lot more affordable. When you purchase this one only costs on Amazon 64 bucks. 64 bucks for a set of 3. Again, you get the quarter drive, the 3/8, and the half drive. So you get all 3 in here, guys. So yeah, it's pretty small. Now, is it a great one? Maybe yes, maybe no, who knows? But I can use this for now, and it could be a backup as well. Up to you guys, but I always tend to like to go with the name brands when it comes to tools because they're more reliable. But for right now, if I need it real quick, I can use this. And I can keep this in my car if I need to do something on the run, all right? Or if I go to a friend's house and I need to help them with something on their car and I need this torque specs down. So we're gonna open this up real quick. I'm gonna throw this wrapper. This is it right here. So basically it comes in a little toolbox, which I like. You pop this open. This is the first time I'm opening it up. So here we go. And there you guys go. Oh, there goes some manuals, some reviews there. You got some warranty card here, it looks like. Yeah, this is the warranty card right here, I can read it. And these are in red and silver, as you can see. And you got your half drive, your 3/8, and your quarter drive right there. And I'm gonna take them out and show you exactly how everything looks. But I'm gonna bring it up close to you right now so you guys can see. And as you see, like I said, so this is to reverse, just like a regular wrench, these buttons right here is to reverse it and take it in and out, all right? And then here is where you measure foot per pound torque specs. It has the label all on here. I'm gonna take one out and show you. I'm gonna take the 3/8 out because I think I'm gonna use that on the spark plugs. And if you come up close, let me see if I can bring it up close to you, okay? Let me bring it up like this here. Sorry. I know the numbers are a little small. I'm trying to bring it up closer so you guys can see. Okay, hopefully you can see it. So these are the numbers here, and it tells you how much each one does. As you see with the 3/8, it goes anywhere between 7.5 to 45 pounds of torque. All right, so here to do this, all you gotta do is push this down and then you turn it. And you turn it until you get to the found point. So the spark plugs, like I said, it was 18. I'm gonna go find the 18 on here and bring it up to 18. All right. All right, right now I have it at 17.5. Now this will tell you all the specs of each one you need to find, but then if you wanna get between 17.5 and 20, you have these other measurements where you line up the thing to the thing and you just add the measurement on here so you can bring it to the proper spec. So 17.5, I need a half a pound or more torque. So I'm gonna bring it up to half here. And there you go. I have perfect 18 pounds of torque on this device right now. And that's enough for my spark plugs on here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take off the spark plug cover and try to show you what I'm talking about. So give me a second while I bring this around and I'll show you in a second. All right, so I took out the spark plug that I'm gonna use this on, and I wanted to show you something before I do so. So like I said, this is the torque wrench and this is a regular wrench. As you see, the regular wrench is whatever, there's no measurement on this. This is whatever you put your pressure on, how much pressure you put on yourself. But yeah, this is what it is here. And you see this, it's just a regular knob with a stick, and then the ratchet part at the end, that's it. As you can see, the difference is because this has a little torque converter on the end of this right here. So that's the difference between a regular wrench and a torque wrench. So we're gonna use this to go ahead and put the spark plug out. So I did take out the spark plug. As you see, it's right here. I took out the spark plug, and I'm gonna put the spark plug in the motor, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just put this down here so I don't bend the specs on this. Everything has specs. When it comes to motors, everything has specs. So I'm gonna put this down so I don't bend anything. I'm gonna put this down and then squeeze it in there so I know it's in there. Okay, so I got it in there. Now, what I'm gonna do is take the bolt, the lock thing, and then the extension, and put it down there like I would normally. All right, and now, you know, we already set this up. I already showed you we set this up to 18 pounds of torque. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. And this is really loose, guys. What you wanna do is go ahead and tighten it until it's hand tight, like soft hand tight, not hard tight. And then you're gonna wait until it stops. Okay, as you see, it stopped there. So what I wanna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out, and then I'm gonna push it down until I hear the pop. You see how it popped there? That means it's about 18 pounds. And when you do something like this, you wanna always double check it. So I'm gonna bring it back out again, and I'm gonna tighten down again. See how it popped there? That means it's at 18 pounds of torque. That's the most it should go. Shouldn't go any more, any less, because that tells me it's not too loose and it's not too tight. And I'm gonna do it one more time so you can hear the click again. Watch. That's telling me that's 18 pounds. Again, that's telling me it's 18 pounds. I don't need to do anything else. Normally, I would tighten this tighter because my brain tells me, oh, it needs to go tight. I go by hand tight. But again, by not doing it by spec, what you might cause this motor to happen is that spark plug might get loosened, and then you have misfires. Then, if it's too tight, you might break. I've never seen it happen, but I've seen pictures of it, but I've never seen it happen in person to me. You might break the spark plug in the motor block. So what you're gonna have to do is, in some cases, you might be able to take it out, but in most cases, and I say most, you won't be able to take it out. You have to rip apart the whole head apart, take the head off the block, and try to take it out. A lot of times you're able to do that, but you know how much work you just created for yourself to do that? That's a lot. You don't want to do all that. And in some cases, you're not even able to take out anything. That's stuck in there, you have to replace the whole head, and that's a lot of money. So with this, I'm able to go ahead and torque this down. So I'm gonna do it one more time just so you can hear it. That's telling me it's 18 pounds, all right? So once you do that, you just take off the socket wrench from here, and then you put everything back together. I'm gonna put this all back together, and now I'm gonna take that half drive and use it on the wheel so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so I'm a little low here because I have to get down here, and unfortunately, this is the only angle I could get this with. So this right here is your lug nut. I know I'm taking it off by hand because I already loosened it. Normally, when you're doing the tire change or something, you remove this, and you can't do it by torque because you might have got a flat tire and you need to put a spare tire on it real quick. So normally, you would use something like this, or you would use the 4-wheel lug nut set kit. This is what I keep in my car. This is if I have a flat tire, I need to replace it, I could just replace it with this. As you see, this is a normal wrench, no torque specs or anything on here that you can adjust to put it down to torque. And normally, if you have a flat tire, you're not gonna go by torque, so you're gonna go by hand pressure. And usually, if you're old school like I am, you try to use your weight to put the pressure on there. So as you see, this is very loose. Like I'm taking them off by hand right now. And I took off the lug nut. I'm gonna put the lug nut back on, hand tighten, and I'm gonna put this here.
And this is what you normally would do if you had like I said, you're replacing the tire for some reason, you put a spare or a new tire on real quick, you put it hand tight, and then you take the socket wrench, put it on here, and then you use this, and you tighten it as hard as you can on your own. That's how you normally would do it, right? But if you want to put it down to specs, you need one of these. So, like I told you before, this is between 80 to 90 pounds of torque, all right? So, I'm gonna set this up to 85, all right? So I know I see a 70 and the 80, and then I see a 90. And if I wanna put it between 80 and 90, I want 85. I'm gonna put 85, so I'm gonna adjust it. All right, and I got it at 90, so I'm gonna minus 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 85, locked it in. All right, so I have it 85. I know you're not gonna be able to see it, but I doubt you'll see it, but it's torqued down the spec to 85. And now I'm gonna tighten it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here. And then all I'm gonna do is squeeze it down like I normally would. Oh, you heard it right there, right? I'm gonna do it one more time. That means it's at 85 pounds of torque. Do it one more time. That means it's on the torque spec. Okay, perfect. Already 80 pounds of torque right there, guys. Very, very simple. And that's it. We leave it like that and we're done. All right, let's go get my final thoughts on this. All right, guys, so we went ahead and finished everything up. You guys saw how this worked. We did on 2 different tests. We did on my spark plug and we did on my wheels. And you saw the sound it gave you every time you hear it. You hear that crack and that cluck. That means that it's down to torque. So right here, this is the set again. You see, it's by Vanpo. I'll leave a link down below if you do want to get this. This is an affordable backup set if you really want one. It's $64 plus shipping, unless you got Amazon Prime and then it's free shipping. And well, it's still free shipping if you over 35, but anyway. But again, it comes with these 3 set right here. You got your half drive, your 3/8, and your quarter drive right there. Each one has up to a certain amount of pressure. The half drive takes up to 160 pounds of torque. The 3/8 takes up to 45 pounds. And pounds per foot. That's correct. Pounds per foot. Now, the quarter drive takes up to 220 inch per pound. So you gotta, if you need to find the inch, you have to read the specs. I know on the Mako, it gives you both the inch and pounds for the, inch and foot for the big Mako one. But this one only gives you the foot, and inch. So that's the only difference. Again, if you have the more expensive one, you'll get both things on there. But again, you're buying what the more expensive one is. But to have this as a backup and just to have it in case you need it, in case one of yours broke and you're working on a motor you can't get anywhere, this will work perfect for the time being until you get the new one replaced. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Show me all the love and support that you guys love to show the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that share button because sharing is caring, and we want to make sure that everybody's aware of everything we do on this channel so they're not missing out, just like you're not missing out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment box down below, and I'll get to you as soon as I can, when I can, as fast as I can. And if you still haven't done so to the end of this video, guys, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and enable bell notifications so you guys get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. Because trust me, guys, you never ever want to miss out. And that's it for today, guys. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.